TikTok, game-changing origin and business model explained. At first glance, TikTok is just another social networking app. But it's not. A closer look at the video sharing app tells a different story. TikTok is first in several ways. But before we look at the app in detail, in particular, how different it is, what drives its success, and the reservations some might have about using it, I have a request to make. Take a moment to subscribe to our channel. You don't want to miss any of the informative and interesting videos we publish every week. With that out of the way, let's get going. In today's world, social media has a huge influence on how billions of people live their lives. We chronicle our lives on these platforms. Whether we're eating, dating, vacationing, or celebrating a baby's arrival, we want to share with others through social media. The list of social networking sites keeps growing every time. And with that, we're witnessing a lot of innovation in the space, and thus a variety of offers for users. One can easily see TikTok as just another one in the growing list. But a few things stand out when you give TikTok a closer look. We're coming to those ones in a moment. Let's first go through the basics of how this app works. The TikTok app is available on the Apple Store and Play Store. After you install it, you're able to create an account as you do on Facebook, Instagram, or any other popular social networking app. It then provides you with the tools for creating short lip-sync videos. You'll select a music background for your act from a vast library. In fact, most of the videos on TikTok are creative acts accompanied by lip-syncing to an already popular song. The videos you create are between 3 and 60 seconds long. You can then share these videos with people who follow you. The app has recommending and hashtag features which give your videos more visibility. Users on the platform compete to see who comes up with the most exciting version of a video meme. And for this reason, some have described TikTok as a platform for remixing popular culture. There have been concerns that the app is not paying royalties for the music collection it has in its library. But what differentiates TikTok from other social networking apps? First, it's the first networking site with origins outside the US that has really gotten a lot of traction in Europe and North America. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, WhatsApp, LinkedIn, Snapchat, you name it. All these social networking sites have the US as their home base. TikTok does not. TikTok was designed and developed in China, and it's still run from China. It's a product of ByteDance, a Chinese technology company that has built several other internet products. In fact, ByteDance first launched TikTok in China in September 2016 under the name Douyin. And indeed, the app is still used in especially mainland China under the Douyin name. It was in September 2017 that ByteDance launched TikTok for the rest of the world. Where the app first saw a huge uptake outside China were countries in Southeast Asia: Thailand, Indonesia, Malaysia, the Philippines, and Vietnam. It seems the app found it easy to penetrate this market because of cultural proximity to China. However, soon after, the app was experiencing massive download traffic in regions like India, Europe, and the US. TikTok and Douyin combined hit 1 billion downloads globally in February 2019. It's true that before TikTok there was WeChat, Weibo, and other Chinese social networking apps. In fact, WeChat has close to 1 billion users and Weibo has half that number. So in terms of the number of users, TikTok is not the first social networking app with Chinese roots to accumulate about 1 billion users. But WeChat and Weibo have remained active only in China and a few places in Southeast Asia. Meanwhile, TikTok is showing more success outside of China. It could be considered to be the first Chinese social networking app to go global. The second thing that makes TikTok different from most of the other social networking apps is the experience it offers its users. The experience the forerunners of TikTok are offering is almost all about the capacity for one to make friends, maintain connections, and build a personal reputation. Also, most of these other social networking apps are channels through which one lets others know who they are, their interests, and what they're up to. Being on Facebook is primarily about the chronicling of your life through text, photos, and videos. Being on Instagram is more about being a show-off, letting others know about the good things that are happening in your life. That is not what TikTok is about. You don't go to TikTok to chronicle your life or let others know who you are, what you're up to, or how things are going well for you. You go to TikTok to create a work of art and use it to entertain an audience. The work of art is a very short video. In fact, you're not expected to be yourself on TikTok. You're supposed to put on your acting gear and adopt an interesting character. Your ultimate goal on TikTok is that the video you create and share will turn into an interesting meme and go viral. Some have described TikTok as a platform that elevates amateur performers or actors. Looking at the TikTok model, you can say that it's not really a social media platform, but a social entertainment platform. Nevertheless, that hasn't stopped the social media giants, in particular Facebook, from feeling the heat. TikTok is turning out to be a worthy competitor. In early October 2019, an audio recorded during an internal Facebook staff meeting was leaked. In it, Mark Zuckerberg is heard voicing his concerns about the growth of TikTok. He also discusses Facebook's plan to counter this TikTok wave. In November 2018, Facebook launched a clone of TikTok named Luyu. According to leaked internal communication, the plan is to use this standalone app to counter TikTok. The plan is to use Luyu to enter markets where TikTok is not yet so popular, such as Mexico, then expand from there to other regions, including those where TikTok is already widespread. Aside from Facebook's Luyu, several other TikTok copycats are now available on app stores. This seems like this is a new space where we should expect to see fierce competition. What drives the fast growth of TikTok? Several factors. At the top is the product itself. The TikTok app is designed with great success at giving users an excellent experience. In fact, since some users find it hard to stop using the app, an addiction reduction feature has been added. The feature prompts users to take a break every 90 minutes. The feature was added to Douyin in April 2018, and it was rolled out on TikTok a few months later. The other factor that has pushed the app adoption around the world is a smart marketing strategy. The company has used local influencers in the countries it has entered. We could also consider acquiring other social networking apps as a strategy that has worked well for the brand. TikTok's entry into the US market in particular was successful owing to the 2017 acquisition of Musical.ly, an app similar to TikTok. While Musical.ly had success more in the US than anywhere else on the globe, it had Chinese roots as well. The app was launched in 2014 by two Chinese friends, Alex Zhu and Luyu Yang. The startup was headquartered in Shanghai, but with an office in Santa Monica, California. By the time it was being acquired by ByteDance and merged with TikTok, Musical.ly had about 200 million users. It had become very popular, especially with younger American population. ByteDance spent about $1 billion to purchase Musical.ly. In addition to influencer marketing and the Musical.ly acquisition, ByteDance has also sought partnerships with major brands. For example, in September 2019, the company signed a working partnership agreement with the NFL. As part of the agreement, the NFL would create an official account through which NFL content will be shared with a global fan base. Even though its home is China, TikTok is not available in China as TikTok. Meanwhile, the company has always insisted that servers for TikTok are located outside China, in countries where the app is available. This is perhaps to allay fears that some might have, especially in Europe and North America, about user data being accessible to the Chinese government. It turns out, TikTok and Douyin have to be run on different servers so that it's easier to comply with Chinese censorship restrictions. There are already concerns in the US that the rise in the use of TikTok among Americans is not good for the country's security. In January 2019, Peterson Institute for International Economics, an American think tank, released a report detailing the threat TikTok poses. The report noted that the app's popularity with Western users could be an opportunity for the Chinese government to collect data. In particular, Peterson Institute for International Economics notes the data from members of armed forces and the intelligence community who might directly or indirectly come into contact with the app. Concerns about the danger of TikTok to the American society were heightened sometimes in 2018 when reports came out that Zhang Yiming, ByteDance's founder and CEO, had issued a letter stating that his company would cooperate with Communist Party of China. It's also been reported that while TikTok's parent company ByteDance claims that TikTok's data is stored outside of China, its privacy policy seems to reserve the right to share any information with Chinese authorities. In terms of content, Douyin and TikTok are among the applications that have to operate under the stringent Chinese censorship. It's also been reported that the Chinese government puts pressure on ByteDance to make sure that a particular type of content is not shared. That includes pornographic material, but also political content. For example, any content relating to the anti-China protests that went on for months in Hong Kong was not allowed. Aside from China, TikTok has had issues with authorities in several other countries regarding the content users share. The TikTok app was momentarily banned in Indonesia for allowing pornographic and blasphemous content to be shared. The company set up a team to censor content in the country, and it was allowed back online. Legislatures in India have also proposed stricter censorship on the app in regard to pornographic material. The concern is mostly driven by the fact that the majority of TikTok users are very young, often teenagers. Perhaps to make things less complicated for its operations, TikTok has banned all political content, including political ads. Whether this will ever satisfy everyone is a matter of wait and see. Thanks for watching this video. If you've not subscribed, please do. Also, comment and share. See you in our next video. Thanks.